Okay, so I didn't plan on talking about the market again, but it's just insane and I had a lot of things running in my mind, so I just had to get it out to you. I've already said this before and I'll say this again, that the prices in 2022 will look very similar to what happened in 2017. The run-up in prices will be absolutely insane in the first half of 2022, but then hopefully things will start to cool down. Yes, the market is absolutely bananas today. Some of the properties that I think should sell for this end up selling for this, and some of those prices are head scratching. But I'm here to make sense of all of this with you today. I also have a bonus tip for you on how you can get impossibly great deals even in this market at the end of my explanation. So stay tuned for that. By the way, we do run a real estate team here in the Greater Toronto area and some outside parts as well, where we have over $25 million in sales coming in every single year consistently, most of which comes from repeat and referral business. If you would like to speak to me or my team members about a seller consultation, buyer consultation, or simply chat about real estate, we'd be happy to talk to you about your goals and get you closer to your next property. First thing I want to talk to you about is underpricing of properties and why I think it's happening and how we can solve it. The second is going to be the prices over the last 4 years. I want to share a graph with you and touch on how we got here and where we came from. And even though the prices have been doubling over the last 10 years, we're going at a pace that is simply not sustainable. The third is finding a solution to this market. What could possibly be done to make sure things aren't as frustrating as they are right now? First of all, I know how frustrating it is. We have buyers losing out on properties every single week with multiple offers. And if we just knew what the price was for the home, it would be so much easier. On the flip side, I'm guilty of underpricing many of our listings because at the end of the day, if I'm hired by a seller, I have to do my best job to get them the maximum amount of money. Now, what I noticed so far is that buyers are actively frustrated with the underpricing of properties. And I understand them, but they are vocally upset. They aren't doing anything about it. Now, the reason I say that is because they still continue to come to the table. Buyers are showing with their actions, not with their words, that this is the best type of strategy if you are a seller in today's market. Now, let me give you some high-level thinking on this type of pricing. We talk about months of inventory all the time. It's basically the best way of understanding the absorption rate of the specific area you're looking to buy or sell in. How you would find that number is simply by taking the active listings and divided by the active sales, and you get that number. Now, underpricing of listings only works if the months of inventory is less than 2. Currently, we're sitting at less than 3 weeks of inventory every single month. So for the underpricing, I totally understand how frustrating it is. I don't think it's going to go away because it's a proven strategy that sellers are using. And we can like it, we can hate it, we can disapprove it. But the fact is that if the market flips, people are actually going to have to list properties for what they're actually worth. Okay, so let's talk about this graph now. When we look at the numbers, the average prices in 2018 were $735,000. Then we went through our normal ups and downs throughout the years and we hit just under $1 million in February 2021. That is roughly $250,000 in growth over the years, which is very reasonable. If you look at our average prices now in Jan 2022, it's sitting at $1.25 million. And as a realtor looking at this graph, I have to say that is not sustainable. That just can't continue to happen. If I were to guess what's going to happen, something's got to change. If the interest rates go up, that might help. If the government does some type of intervention, that might help, but something's got to change. So I'm gonna get to my last point here. Today, March 2nd, Bank of Canada just announced that the variable rate will be going up 0.25%. Psychologically, at least, that should take a few buyers out of the market. The other potential solution that may negatively or positively impact the market is if CMHC makes the minimum requirement 35% on secondary properties than what it is right now at 20%. That may take a lot of people that are pulling out equity out of their properties to buy other homes out of the equation overall. Whereas some of the first-time buyers will have an opportunity to buy a home at this time. Well, I guess my question to you now is are you frustrated at this market? Do you have a solution? What are you doing to cope up with the crazy prices? Comment below. If I'm a buyer and if I were you, if you're a buyer, I would target homes that have been on the market for over 15 days. Who cares if they have crappy photos? Who cares if they're tenanted and don't show well? Go buy properties that other buyers aren't looking at because they're too busy looking at properties that are beautifully staged and underlisted. Thank you so much for watching. I will get back to you with another real estate topic soon. My name is Sid Chandra. Remember, we provide results that move you.